welcome to Grimlight. This is just a quick video about doing product shots in regards to high key photography in particular. There's a lot of different ways that people do high key photography, and you can spend a lot of money on the photo cubes. You can buy the infinity product tables, things like that, and you know they can cost a lot of money and take quite some time to set up. And what I want to do is show you how to do high quality, high key product shots on a budget. Products that are shot on a white background. They're clean, plain, simple. It's all about the products. The reason people like them on a high key background is that more often than not they're easy to knock out the backgrounds for things like catalogues, product shots, websites, things like that. The opposite of that, low key, is product shots that are done on a black background. So it's kind of the exact opposite effectively. Now with high key backgrounds, there's a lot of different things you can do from a product point of view, but what I wanted to show you is something which is really inexpensive. So as mad as it's going to sound, just bear with me. You can buy sheets of foam board, which is this stuff. You can see there it's relatively thin, and you can buy it in great big sheets. Local craft shop, Hobbycraft, you can buy 5 big sheets of this for a tenner, so about £2 a sheet, by simply cutting down one piece, which is that one, which is the top, another piece which is the bottom. So if you can see where I'm going with this, you've got a top and you've got a bottom board, and then you need something in between. So this is where this piece comes in. So what you have is L-shaped background. So this will be your background and this will be your side wall. So if you imagine it basically like that, if that makes sense. And then you've got the top piece, which is that on the top, and then the other piece on the bottom as a base. So you end up with kinda, see, I'll put it this way for you. So what you end up with is that is the inside of your cube. And then if you imagine, just go on that, if you imagine the top piece on, like that, and then the bottom piece, you can see how the cube comes together. The other advantage of this as well is that if I turn it that way, so it's this way, like that, all I've done there is I've got a back prop on there, which is effectively keeping this side upright, and I can extend that whichever I want. Now what that gives you, looking at it this way, is you've got an infinity screen, so you can put your products on here, shoot your products, and you've got that background. There's nothing stopping you putting a sheet of card or paper stock, black, white, whatever colour it is, and basically just let it go that natural bend, and you can clip it on the top here, and that will give you an infinity screen, which is what the infinity tables do, or the product tables do, and things like that. The beauty of that is going to give you a really soft curve on that side there, which is going to give you that illusion of an infinite screen when you're shooting your products. So again, you know, just showing you that's the side, and the beauty of that when it's done, it all goes flat. There's your top, there's your bottom. The whole thing works out just over about £1, let's say £2, that about. So for £2 you have a high quality white cube set, or background if you will, that you can shoot your products on. You can do exactly the same thing and you can get the black base card. So if you do the same thing, you've got a black cube for low key shots, you've got a white cube for high key shots. It took me 10-15 minutes to make, thereabouts. Absolute bargain, and it's just maybe trying to show you you can get high quality, high key product shots on a budget. It doesn't have to cost a fortune. You don't have to have all the flash tables or the light cubes, and I've got that stuff. And sometimes it's more of a hassle to take everything out and get the cube out and set it up, and you've got to figure eight it to fold it back flat, and it can be a real pain to put together. This is something very simple, very light. Eventually it'll get dished up, it'll get dented. All you do is you keep that as a template, buy another board, cut a new one, put a new one together, and you're good to go again, but it's very inexpensive. Also, another thing you can try doing as well, which is, I'll just get these a second. So the other thing you can do is you can create little props out of the foam. So this is effectively just a small, simple stand, put in the background, sit your product on just to give it a little bit of lift, a little bit of depth, a little bit of dimension. So again, these are dead easy just to make out the foam, cut the offcuts if you will. Other things you can do as well is you can also use different sized elements for props on the background. So for example, doesn't look anything, but a couple of triangles, different sizes, so you can lay them different ways. Freestand these in the background. Again, it gives you some depth. It gives you something a little bit more neutral, but it makes it look almost like a small set. And again, just dropping them down, exactly the same again. Variety of different squares, different sizes, as you can see there. Larger one, small, rectangle. And again, you can stand these, create background sets. You can cut these any shape you want, and they create a brilliant little backdrop with the products that you're shooting, and it just gives you some depth and just makes it a better shot. So you're probably wondering, okay, how good are the shots? So what I'm going to show you now are a handful of shots, so you can see the end result, and you can see, looking at these shots, that they're every bit as professional as if they've been done on an infinity table or a product table or a white background. And it's the end result at the end of the day. It's not about how the equipment you use as such. A bit of initiative, be cost effective, and still deliver the same high quality results. From a lighting point of view as well, don't need a lot of lights. A lot of the product shots I've just showed you there were done with one continuous LED on the right hand side of the product. Because it's all white, you get a natural light fall in, it hits all the background, hits all the walls, and it'll bounce and light the products on the other side. Also, the foam itself, or reflectors, because they're white, you can position them around the product out the shot of the camera, and you can bounce light onto the product to get a very natural, well lit, straightforward, clean, professional image as well. So I hope you've found this quick, high key, cube photography tip helpful. If you enjoy the content, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'm looking to grow this channel. I'm trying to get myself over 100 subscribers. We're nearly there, about 7. I think we're on about 60 odd, I think, at the moment. Also, leave comments. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, get back to you, share my knowledge with you. At the end of the day, I can't grow this channel without you guys. This is the first time with this particular background as well. I'm sure if you've looked at some of my early videos, I'm still trying to work out the kinks and grow this channel with you guys. There's a lot of knowledge and expertise, especially from the photography sector, I'm looking to share with you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.